Hello students, welcome to the digital classes of Christchurch Convent Gadarwara. I am Deepak Kourav, your English teacher. Today we will continue our class of narration or speech. I had already posted 3 videos. First 2 videos are on basic rules that I told you that it would be helpful for you to change direct speech into indirect speech. Okay, and the third video I told you how to change different sentences from direct speech to indirect speech. So today we will continue that particular topic, converting direct speech to indirect speech. Okay, so this is the second video. Firstly, you watch first video and those two parts of basic rules that I told you, then after watch this video. Okay, so let's start. How to change exclamatory sentences. Okay, so here we will study how we can change exclamatory sentences, that sentence that is given under quotation mark or as a reported speech. Okay, so what rules we have to follow to change direct speech into indirect speech? Okay, that's what we are going to study here. So firstly, what you have to do, you have to convert said or said to in exclaimed. Okay, let's see some examples. Direct speech: Ram said, fantastic, we have won the match. Okay, so let's convert it into its indirect speech. Ram, then said we converted into exclaimed. Then what kind of feeling does this sentence convey? So it is a feeling of joy, that's why we used Ram exclaimed with joy. Okay, then Ram exclaimed with joy. Then we. Okay, we is a first person, as you know. So here we belongs to a subject, and the subject is Ram, but Ram is singular. He is including some other guys with him, that's why we will use here they. Okay, they. Then have is an auxiliary verb of present perfect tense, so we will use an auxiliary verb of past perfect tense, is that had. Okay, then won, then the, then match. Okay, so this is the way how you can change exclamatory sentences into indirect speech. Let's see another example. Direct speech: she said, oh, I lost my pen. Okay, firstly you have to see what kind of feeling is this sentence conveying. Okay, so this sentence is conveying the feeling of sorrow. Okay, so we can easily change it in indirect speech. She, then said is to be converted into exclaimed, then with sorrow because it is a feeling of sorrow. Then that, then I got changed into she because I is a first person, and a first person, while changing first person we have to put subject from reporting verb. Okay, and the subject of reporting verb is she, so she. Then had, why we used had? Because the sentence which is given in that particular under quotation mark is a past simple tense. I lost my pen. I is a subject, lost is verb's second form, then my pen is object, so it is a past simple tense affirmative sentence, so we will change it into past perfect tense. Okay, she had lost my is a pronoun form of I, and I is a first person, so we have to use pronoun form of subject, and the subject is she, that's why we used her. Then pen. Okay, let's see another example. Direct speech. She said, I can't believe this. Okay, in direct speech, she then said is to be converted into exclaimed. Then this I can't believe this is a feeling of surprise or wonder, so we used with surprise, or you can write wonder. Then see, I is a first person, then we have to convert it into the subject of reporting verb, and the subject of reporting verb is see, that's why we use see. Then can, as you know that can past form is could. I told you in our previous video that can is to be converted into could, that what we did here. Then not. Okay, because here it is written can't it means can't, it means cannot. Okay, so could not. Then believe, this is to be converted into that. Okay, this also I told you in our previous video. Okay, so let's move. How to change optative sentences. Okay, so said and said to is to be converted into prayed, wished and bade. Okay, so these are the words which are basically used to praise one another. Okay, let's see some examples. Direct speech. He said, good morning Ram. Okay, so let's make it indirect speech. He then said, as it is a praising word of wishing praising word, so we will use wished. Then Ram, good morning. Then direct speech. Anuj said to his dad, good night. Okay, then in direct speech, Anuj bade his dad good night. Then direct speech. He said to Ram, may you live long. Okay, in direct speech, he then prayed, as it is a praying sentence, so prayed. Then that. Okay, that why we haven't write he prayed Ram. Okay, because he is not praying to Ram, he is praying to God, that's why we wrote he prayed that. Okay, he prayed that Ram might live long. Okay, may is to be converted into might, then live, then long. Okay, now so this thing you have to keep in mind, that no change in universal truth and universal facts. Okay, while converting direct speech into indirect speech, there is no need to change universal truth or universal facts into any other tense. Okay, let's see direct speech. Ram said, honesty is the best policy. So in direct speech, Ram said that honesty is the best policy. So here we haven't write honesty was the best policy. Okay, so it will be wrong. Okay, so you have to write Ram said that honesty is the best policy. Next, direct speech. Ram said to me, the sun rises in the east. Okay, let's see its indirect speech. Ram told me that the sun rises in the east. So what we have done, we had not changed anything which is given under quotation mark. Okay, so this is all about changes of speech in narration. Okay, direct speech to indirect speech, how you can change, or rules that you have to follow, so that it will be easy for you to change direct speech into indirect speech. Okay, thank you.